Today we're checking out this recent video that lists 12 games doing just that. PlayStation and PC crossplay.
Nice.
So, to kick things off, let's talk about After the Fall.
Okay.
It's a VR zombie shooter, super immersive, set in post-apocalyptic Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're fighting off hordes of these creepy things called Arisen. And the best part, it's not just PlayStation and PC crossplay. It also supports MetaQuest. So you have 3 friends, each on a totally different VR system, all fighting zombies together.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, getting that working technically across 3 different VR platforms, that's a feat.
Right. It makes you realize the potential of VR for creating these shared experiences, even with different technology involved.
Yeah, definitely.
So moving on, we've got Hunter's Arena Legends. I know you enjoy those competitive games with a little something extra.
I do. Yeah, what is this one?
It's a battle royale, which you'd expect, but then it adds these fantasy elements. Andy throws in demon encounters you have to deal with while also fighting other players.
Okay, now that's interesting. So you're not just battling other players, you've got this PvE element layered in as well.
Exactly. As a whole other level of strategy.
Absolutely.
Now, switching gears to something a little less, intense, we have Boundless.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
This is a sandbox universe, so it's all about creating, building, exploring with friends. But what makes it stand out
Yeah, what's the hook?
is the idea of interconnected worlds. Your actions in one world can actually have consequences that ripple out to others.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like this constantly evolving universe shaped by the players. It's a really good example of how crossplay can build that sense of community and shared purpose.
Totally. And I bet it feels like your choices really matter.
Oh, for sure. Okay, ready for some spaceships?
Always.
All right, so we've got EVE, Valkyrie Warzone. Now, if you're familiar with EVE Online,
Massive online game, right?
hugely complex. Well, this one is set in the same universe, but the focus is on those intense, strategic spaceship battles.
Ah, so more action-oriented.
Precisely. It's all about intrigue, betrayal, epic space fights amongst the stars. Have you ever dipped your toes into the EVE universe?
I've heard about it, all the stories, but never actually played myself. It seems very deep, you know?
Oh yeah, there's some serious rivalries and player-driven stories out there. Okay, let's change things up a bit. How about we explore some games that offer a totally different kind of experience?
Sounds good to me. I'm all for variety.
All right, so first up is Eagle Flight. Imagine this. You get to see the world from the perspective of an eagle.
Whoa, wait, like I'm actually the eagle.
Yeah, soaring over a version of Paris that's been reclaimed by nature. Post-humans.
Wow, that's a unique concept. The visuals must be stunning.
I can only imagine. And then getting the controls right so it actually feels like you're flying, that must have been a challenge for the developers.
Totally. It has to feel natural.
Right. Okay, now for something completely different. Home Legacy. This one is all about, building your dream home in a peaceful village setting.
Oh, that sounds relaxing.
Right. Very different vibe if you ever need a break from those intense battles and zombie hordes.
Honestly, those games are super appealing sometimes. Creating your own little world, seeing it come to life. It's a different kind of challenge.
I hear that. Sometimes you just want to unwind and get creative.
Exactly.
So, shall we get back to some action?
Hit me with it.
Okay, how about Guns of Icarus Alliance? It's all about steampunk airship battles, but the emphasis is really on teamwork.
Ooh, steampunk. I like it.
Yeah, it's got a great setting, and that focus on teamwork, it really plays to the strengths of crossplay, coordinating attacks with friends across different platforms.
Yeah, communication is key in a game like that, for sure.
All right, ready for some VR chaos?
Bring it on. What have we got?
This one is called Space Junkie. It's a bounty hunting game, but you're doing it in VR, surrounded by a ton of space debris.
Oh, wow. That sounds intense.
Right, you're dodging and weaving through all this junk while trying to take down targets. Must be incredibly immersive.
It's crazy how far VR has come, That level of immersion, it's like nothing else.
Totally. Now, are you ready to step into the DC universe?
Always up for a superhero adventure.
Awesome. DC Universe Online lets you create your own hero or villain, team up with iconic characters like Batman and Superman, all that good stuff.
Classic.
And what's really cool is how crossplay opens up that whole world to a much wider audience.
Yeah, it's more inclusive that way.
Exactly. More players get to experience those storylines together. Okay, ready for some hunting?
You know it. What are we tracking this time?
Think jungle, think sci-fi, think dread.
Let me guess. Predator.
Predator, hunting grounds, it is.
Awesome. I love how this one does asymmetrical gameplay,
Totally. One side is the soldiers, trying to survive. The other is the predator itself, with its own unique abilities and objectives.
Such a classic concept, but always so intense.
For sure. Sometimes, though, you need a break from all that serious stuff.
I feel that.
So let's lighten things up with Square Heroes. It's a multiplayer brawler, very over-the-top, crazy characters, lots of laughs.
It sounds perfect for just unwinding with friends.
Yeah, absolutely. A good reminder that games can just be pure silly fun.
Couldn't agree more.
And last but not least, we've got a true legend hitting the crossplay scene. Street Fighter V.
A classic.
The combos, the characters, mastering your fighting style. Now, you could do all that against players on other platforms.
It's awesome to see such an iconic franchise embrace crossplay. It can only make the competitive scene even better.
No doubt. And the crazy thing is, this is just a small taste of what's out there. We've only covered 12 games, but there are so many more with PlayStation and PC crossplay.
It really shows how much this is growing.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, explored some fantastic crossplay games, discussed the challenges, the impact, the future, and a huge thank you to everyone for joining us on this journey. Remember, no matter what platform you're on, the most important thing is to have fun, connect with others, and share your passion for gaming.
Well said. Game on, everyone.
Until next time, keep exploring those incredible worlds and building those amazing communities. We'll see you in the next one.